Welcome to Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu. This one's going to be a mouthful, so bear with us. Just don't forget to like and subscribe, and we're going to dive in and not waste your guys' time. So we have two pickup trucks, two 2025 Sierras. All right, one is a gas 1500 Denali Ultimate. To my right is the full EV Sierra. All right, this is an all-wheel drive. That's all they come with right now. So let's dive in and talk about what you get. So the trims and the powertrains and all that stuff. So maybe you're in the market and you want to figure out what you like more. Well, on the 2025 gas 1500 Sierra Denali Ultimate, it is so much of a full mouth of words. Two powertrain options. You get a 6.2 liter V8 Ecotec motor, 10-speed automatic transmission. That pushes out 420 horsepower with 460 pounds-feet of torque. Well, maybe you don't like the gas. Well, you have an option of a 3.0 liter diesel that gives you 305 horses with 495 pounds-feet of torque. Towing capacity on both powertrains are about the same, 13,000 pounds towing capacity. The trims, you get a plethora of trims on this being the top trim. That's why we chose it against the full EV. Now, let's talk about the EV. There are talks about two extra trims coming out later this year, is the elevation trim and the AT4. But again, we'll see, and time will tell. This is the Denali. It comes with one powertrain option, and that is two electric motors, one-speed transmission with the one-pedal drive. One motor in the front, one motor in the back, making it an all-wheel drive all the time. Pushing 760 horsepower with 785 pounds-feet of torque. That is insane, okay? Now, on both trucks, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the front ends. As you guys can see in the video, completely different front ends. You have a frunk under this hood, so there's more space in there. LED daytime running lights with the hazards and signal lights. These are LED projector headlights as well as LED fog lights, okay? So get the full setup there. Bumper sensors going across. No active grille up top. You have illumination on the GMC and illumination around that grille. Dropping down, the active air vents. Yes, EVs still need to be cooled. 360 panoramic camera. Let's go ahead and shoot over to the front end of the GMC Sierra gas. Have to say, guys, I'm just leaning towards the GMC gas, okay? Over to the active front grille, 360 panoramic camera, no illumination here or around the grille itself. Does have a chrome black on the grille with the high gloss black up top. Bumper sensors into that bumper with recovery hooks here, okay? And your LED fog lights. Complete different setup on the headlights. We got the LED here, kind of in that backward C. Over to the LED projector headlights, okay? Now, MPG, they're saying that this is getting about 460 to a full charge, and you can actually have a 350 kilowatt fast charging capability, which gives you 100 miles in 10 minutes fast charging capability. Here on the gas, you're getting about 19 city, 23 highway on the 6.2 liter V8 Ecotec. That's what's under this hood, okay? Keep that in mind. It's a 24-gallon gas tank size. Over to the wheels. Complete differences on the wheels. We got the Denali wheels, Michelin Primacy LTX tire. The rubber and the size is a 275/50/24. That thing's huge. With the suspension system is going to be the active magnetic air ride controlled suspension. Over to the Denali Ultimate, kind of a lower grade rubber, is the Bridgestone Alenza all-season tire, and the size is a 275/50/22, so 2 inches. But you get that design, as well as you guys can see, with also the magnetic ride, air ride control suspension. Wheel well trims, completely different, matte black plastic versus the painted, and you get the parking marker here. Ultimate 6.2 liter, letting you know engine and letting you know which trim with the topographic design here, as well as nothing there, so it's a little bit more cleaner. Side mirrors, a lot different on the side mirrors. Spotlights here on the side mirror of the gas, 360 panoramic camera, matte black plastic with the chrome on top. It does come automatic foldable with the blind spot assist here as well, all that good stuff. But again, you don't have that kind of more rugged off-road towing pickup truck that we're used to. Over to the handles, pretty much the same handles, just different colors. Denali's on the front of those doors, but get a load of the doors. All right, kind of same idea, but different cuts. Okay, you got different design in the doors, but kind of resemble each other. You can tell they're of the same family. Running board does get tucked in on the gas. They have that option. Here, it's stationary because of the battery packs. Moving forward, high gloss black trim around the window on the EV, chrome trim around the windows on the gas with some high gloss in between. Wheelbases, okay, let's go ahead. I'm gonna pull out my phone real quick, start talking some dimensions. First on the gas model, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about length, width, and height in the gas. That is coming in at 232 inches on the length, 81 inches on width, 75 inches on height with 147-inch wheelbase with 7.9-inch ground clearance. The bed length on this is about 79 inches. Here on the EV is going to be 233 inches in length, so it's right there with regards to length, 84 inches in width, 3 inches wider, 79 inches in height. Well, you're getting about 8 inches of ground clearance on this. They say that the new AT4 trims are coming in at 10-inch ground clearance, so that's actually gonna be pretty awesome. Moving over to the rear area, this is where you're gonna see a lot of difference here in the back. All right, the doors completely different, the trim work. Over to the bed. All right, this is the original pickup. This is, again, looking more of that futuristic EV look. Parking marker here, as well as the back tires. On the EV, they have the crab walk mode where it actually turns the direction of the front tires and actually moves diagonal, as well as you have the four-wheel steering. So these tires do turn where this one doesn't get that. On this truck, you do have a 2-speed auto track transfer case, right? Of course, you don't need that because this is the front wheel drive, all-wheel drive all the time. In the back, your charging port, that's gonna be a big difference there, as well as the gas tank lid is here on this driver's side. Let's go ahead and show you guys that real quick. Now we come over to the rear end, complete difference. Well, they still have the multi-pro tailgates, but the tail lights, get a load of the tail lights, both in LEDs. But again, I have to say I do like the tail light better on the EV with the high gloss black. Over to the tail light here on a little bit more kind of standard, I would say, with the red lens. Dropping down to the bumpers. Got the chrome steps. Again, they still resemble each other. Bumper sensors going across with the tow systems. Now remember, the EV gets about 10,000 pounds of towing capacity to where here you're coming in at around 13,000 pounds. So that's a big difference, 3,000 extra pounds. Over to the trailer stuff going on, your plugins. Multi-pro tailgate with the backup camera. You can split those up 2 ways. You got, well, let's go ahead and open that. Here it goes. You can use it as a tabletop. Open this too, and open this as well. Tailgate kicker system. You can hook up your phone by Bluetooth. That's pretty cool if you're tailgating. We also have the plastic cover over the bed. Got a handle here. Hooks in every corner for tie downs, and one inverter over here on the right, okay? GMC engraved into the front of that bed. A backup camera or bed camera up here, also with a live feed rear camera. This is all LED, okay? Backup lights and brake lights as well. Okay, also your bed lights, all LED. Now that glass back there is going to be electric controlled. Let's go ahead and lift this and jump inside the EV real quick. All right, we get a spare tire on this truck. That's another big one. Spare tire under the gas truck with the twin tip, with the single tip exhaust on each side. Come over to here, kind of some difference. Seen these two buttons here, okay? Got the button on the right for the multi-pro and the button on the left to drop the whole tailgate. Now we're gonna go ahead and drop this too. You don't get a tailgate system here. I'm sure you got the options of adding that on, again, into that, but it's not on this exact truck. Spray on bed liner instead of the plastic covers. Get a load of the LED lighting, as well as this unit here is sweet, okay? Now, we have the midgate. This midgate is completely different. This back glass isn't electric controlled. You can actually remove that whole back glass and drop this whole midgate to actually extend from the tailgate over to the front cab is about 10 feet, 10 inches. You can actually throw some really long 2x4s back here. The tail light up top with the bed light and the rear view camera live. All right, complete different design up here too, as well as the spoiler. All right, so we're pretty much done here. Now that we're done showing you the exterior, talking about powertrains on these, we're gonna go ahead and jump inside the interior. One more thing is the EV does not come with a spare tire. Now let's jump inside the interior. Before we continue with this video, if you find yourself in the Sacramento, California, or the greater Sacramento area like Rockland, Roseville, Elk Grove, and many other cities, if you need a passenger van rental for the friends and the family for the fun activities such as San Francisco, Napa Valley Wine Country, Yosemite, Lake Tahoe, Yellowstone, and many other places, use the link in the description below and rent from Vagabond Van Rentals. We also deliver. Thanks, guys. Let's go ahead and continue with this video. Now let's talk top trim in first the gas version. This is the Denali Ultimate trim. You get that brown, the perforation, the stitching up top, topographic design on the seats, Ultimate emblem stamped on the top. In front, the natural wooden inlays, along with the leather wrapped dashboard. Beautiful look, I have to say, with the Bose premium sound system. The seats do come massage seating, electric controlled, heated and ventilated in the Denali Ultimate. All right. Over to the front screens. Here's your rear view camera live. You can actually go into that manual live there. The front screen, I left the map on, so you got the Google system built in with the built-in Alexa and all that good stuff. We go home, show you guys what the cameras look like here. You can change the angles, front, back, side, bird's eye view. And we get the Android Auto, Apple CarPlay in this, as well as the built-in Alexa. I didn't mention that. I'm just showing you guys the Wi-Fi hotspot. Lower than that, dual zone climate controls with the heated and ventilated seats, as well as your defroster system, engine start stop button. Switches here, your hard buttons for multiple things like lane departure, parking sensors, engine on off, tailgate, hazards, traction control, and hill descent. Shift lever here, trailer brake system, USB-C plug-in, USB-A, and the key fob for the Denali Ultimate Gas. Popping this up, we got a removable tray, center console area, USB-C, USB-A, inverter, and a wireless charging pad. Up top, tilt slide moonroof option with the manual visor, and it's all dressed up in suede from A-pillar to C-pillar. Beautiful, nice, dark gray suede. Over to the steering wheel, we do have the Super Cruise in this as well. You can see that here and here. On the right-hand side, you have the phone controls, voice controls, and messing around with your center info cards there. You guys get the point. On the left-hand side, the crash warnings, along with the Super Cruise button and the paddle shifters behind that for that 10-speed transmission. On the left-hand side, lever there for the windshield wipers. Further left on the dashboard, we got your lighting switches here for the bed, the spotlights, and your front and rear taillights, along with your fog lights. Four-wheel drive system here, parking brake button, and the door panel. Bose sound system, natural wooden inlay, kind of resembles the topographic design here as well as the topographic door sill plate too, okay? Now we're pretty much done with the front side. Let's show you the second row seating inside the gas pickup truck, and then we'll jump into the EV. Now second row seating here in the Denali Ultimate Gas. Let's go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. Lifting this is what it looks like under. Goes all the way across. 40% are on the right, 60% are on the left. Pockets, you don't get this inside the EV. Topographic design on the seats, as well as the armrest and the cup holder is nice and big. I did mention the back glass is electric controlled. In front, we have the hardback on the front seats with the pockets, and that also has the design, the topographic design. In between those seats, heated seat buttons for the back, USB-C and USB-A with the vents, okay? Up top, more than enough room for your head. Also for your legs. I'm about 6 feet 2 inches, so you guys kind of get the idea that I'm a tall guy and you have more than enough room back here. Now that we're pretty much done with this gasser, let's go ahead and shoot over to the EV. Now inside the EV, get a load of the Denali top trim, perforated leather seats. These seats do not have a massage, but they do come heated and ventilation and electric controlled. Up top, different stitching here with the perforation and Denali embroidered in the headrest. In front, natural wooden inlay with the Denali stamp there. Well, over to the screen itself. This is probably, some people hate it, some people love it. Why do people hate it? Well, they say because if your EV takes a dump, you can't turn on your lights and get a hold of what you need to get a hold of, like down here. But you get the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Alexa built in as well. The camera system, this is what it looks like, kind of resembling the tech on the Gazoo, and you can change the angles as well. Okay, let's go ahead and show you guys what the map looks like. huge map. This is probably one of my favorite parts. Under the map, you got your lighting controls. If we go ahead and click those switches there, the icon, you get to control a whole lot more, like your auto high beam assist, auto park assist, front fog lights, whatnot. You can see more controls and get all that good stuff too. Lower than that, icons there for your dual climate controls and your defrosters. You can also utilize these hard buttons here, just like that. We can do that. Wireless charging pad. Move this up. USB-C plugins with more room and a 12-volt outlet. Bring this back. Remove this, and you get so much more room on the center console. This is what kind of, I would have to say the EV wins over the Gazzer. Cup holders. Key fobs kind of look pretty much the same on the key fobs. Lift this up, USB-C plug-in with more center console area. Up top, stationary panoramic glass over to the second row seating. Well, I know they're trying to save MPGEs, so they don't want to do those wind-resistant sunroofs, but this is stationary, you can't move it. I like the fact that it goes over to the back seat, but I can't open it, okay? Now, rear view mirror does come live as well. Over to the steering wheel, leather wrapped, Super Cruise, you can see here and here, as well as the controls and the tri or quad spoke steering, however you want to claim it to be. You get your voice control, phone controls, heated steering wheel, and your theme there on the center, on the cluster here. Okay, you press that button there, and you can change this theme, just like that. Regen paddle here on the left. Levers there on the left is for the signal lights and the windshield wipers. On the right is going to be your shift lever. This is the new style that they're putting inside their vehicles, like the Escalades. If we come over to the left-hand side of the dashboard, trailer brake is placed here instead of on the center console. Parking brake button, your elevation, air ride suspension button to control the increase or decrease ride height, your front button, tailgate button, and the lane departure assist button. Door panel, memory seating, window switches, along with your side mirror switches. Let's go ahead and open that real quick, show you guys Bose sound system. And we're gonna go ahead and shut that door because it won't stop beeping. Now that we're done with the front side, let's show you the second row seating, drop those MSRP stickers, and finish up with the video. Now this is where your probably biggest difference of both vehicles are. And yes, the EV is a huge difference, but look at this. The midgate is what they call it. You can connect the bed over to the cab. This is a really cool tailgating car, I'd have to say. You can actually really sleep in this, put a mattress on this. Super cool, honestly, I have to say that. But some negatives that I think about down the road, how are the seals gonna hold up, all right? 7-10 years down the line, are they gonna dry up? But you're gonna get leakage back here. I don't know, I guess we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have some DIY videos, maybe in 10 years, of how to change your, this thing is heavy. Change your gaskets. Oh. There you go. Also, you get just the glass. You can remove just the glass. Got to get in for this. Put that up. And your glass is secure. Okay. But you also have the option of dropping the 60%er on the right and left, 40%er. You can't just drop the 40%er by itself. All right, and you can drop that down just like that. And maybe you don't want to remove the top portion, but you want to connect the bottom portion. Okay, now this is what it looks like with the seats down. We're gonna go ahead and lift those up. Bose subwoofer there. And the ways to drop these seats are that belt there as well, okay? I know I say okay a lot, so don't comment and tell me I say okay too many times. Armrest here, cup holders, leather seats back here with the perforation, heated seats back here as well. In front, no hard back on the front seats. Pockets, one on the right, one on the left. Heated seat buttons for the back bench, vents, USB-C plugins, and an inverter. So you're getting more tech inside this, all right? Now guys, here's the MSRP sticker first to the Gazzer, coming in at around $84,000. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And now here's the MSRP to the EV, coming in at around $98,000 MSRP with everything on it. It's about 101. What do you guys think? Which one would you guys choose? Answer, tell us more. We'd like to dialogue with our viewers in the comment section below. We thank you so much for watching our channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Once again, God bless you.